Hi everyone, my name is Anita Ladhani. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and an energy practitioner, and I want to remind you guys to tap and breathe. It's been a while since I've done an EFT video, and I figured it's time to remind myself along with everyone else. So let me tell you what happened on Thanksgiving Day. We were supposed to go to lunch, and my two wonderful boys, who I had told them days ago, days prior to that we'll be leaving the house at 12:30 because we have to be at the luncheon, by 1:15. So I knew that if I told them 12:30, we'd leave by 12:45. And sure enough, 12 o'clock comes and I'm finishing up getting ready. And, my son, I'm calling and he's like, oh, I'm still sitting on the couch. And the other one's telling me, oh, I'm not coming anymore. Long story short, we don't leave the house till 12:45, almost 1 o'clock. And I was like, great, we're going to be late. But more than that, I was extremely frustrated because, these are 17 and 20-year-old kids, right? It's not like I can pick them up and stick them in the shower and wash their faces and get them dressed. I mean, these are young men. I have to rely on them to do what they have to do. So I was very frustrated. And so as we're driving, the kids get in the car and I'm irritated and I was crying. I was so frustrated. I was crying. And I'm trying to, and of course, the little one comes in the car and he's like, hi, Mom, I love you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, don't talk to me right now. I'm really irritated. He's like, why? And he goes, I want to understand, Mom. Why are you mad, Mom? So I tell him, I said, Zen, I don't ask much for you, but you need to, when I tell you to do something, I expect you to be ready. And he's like, well, but I'm here now, Mom. What matters is we're together, and I'm just like, so I said, okay, fine. Then just leave me alone. I'll be fine. But I'm stewing, right? And he goes, no, man, but I want to understand why you feel this way. So I was like, okay. So then I start to explain to him. And of course, if you know me, as a typical Indian woman and a typical mom, my voice, my volume gets louder and louder as I'm explaining to him. And he's sitting there going, yeah, but we're here now. That's all that matters. And I'm like, but you're not understanding what I'm telling you. And he's like, but Mom, why are you yelling? And, and of course he calls me a drama queen. And I'm like, listen, I'm the furthest thing from a drama queen. And I'm like, listen, you asked me to explain myself to you. So as I'm explaining myself to you, listen. No. So the older one from the back is saying, Zan, just shut up and just be quiet. You're not helping the situation any. So I'm driving on the highway, and of course I'm, frustrated and pent up, and like it's a 20-minute drive left over, and I'm like, okay, I have to change my mood. I have to change it now because this is not where I want to be. So what did I do? As I'm driving, of course I couldn't do this because I was holding onto the steering wheel. So I started to tap and breathe. That's it. Just tap and breathe. And of course, as I'm tapping and breathing, the tears are coming down, right? I'm tapping and I'm driving. And I'm tapping and I'm driving. And then I stopped and I took a breath. And by the time I got to this meridian, the thought that occurred to me was, you know what? These are teenagers. I remember and of course I was like this, right? So I don't even think I did that one. I just did this one. And I said, these are teenagers. And the tapping immediately helped me release and let go of the emotional, everything that I was feeling. And in literally like 2 minutes, just one quick round of tapping, I turned around, I looked at him and I said, okay. He's like, you all right? I'm like, yes, I'm good. I love you. Let's do this. And we were fine. So I tell you that long story to tell you, to explain to you, to emphasize to you, please use the technique, the EFT technique, because it works. It's so simple that people, think, and myself included, right? Especially when I'm learning new modalities, I forget to use the basics. EFT, emotional freedom technique, is one of those things that is so simple and so effective. You cannot overuse it. On the contrary, the more you use it, the more your meridians are primed to just quickly bring you down. So again, what are the 10 meridians? This is a karate chop one. This is one. Here's a second one, top of the head, 2. Remember to breathe. Between the eyes, 3. Now, side of the eyes is 4. Now, you don't have to do both sides. You can just do one side like I was driving because your body is identical. So you're going to get the same effect whether you do both sides or one side. Here's 6 under the eyes, under the nose, 7, on the chin, 8, your chest, but it's not here. It's like the outer chest, 8. But you know, this technique is very forgiving. So if you don't have the exact meridian point, you're going to be fine. Here's 9 right here. And again, you can do one side or two sides. It's fine either way. And then this is 10. Again, deep breath in. And as I've explained in the past, when you start tapping, you may feel like you need to yawn, or you may just feel like crying, or tears will come down, or you may just laugh. Perfectly normal. That's just emotional energy being released from your body. So please, guys, tap and breathe. Now, of course, this is just the basic tap and breathe technique. The other techniques, which is, you know, the actual 10 modalities. So in that moment, the other thing I could have done was, even though I'm hurt that, even though I'm feeling hurt that my boys don't listen to me, I completely and deeply love and accept myself. And of course, you know, I'm telling myself whatever I'm feeling in that moment, even though, and you repeat it 3 times, even though I'm hurt, I completely and deeply love and accept myself. Even though I'm hurt, I completely and deeply love and accept myself. Stop, take a deep breath in. Top of the head. Now you're just going to say what you're feeling. I'm hurt. I'm hurt because these boys are just ignoring me. I'm hurt because they don't consider my feelings. I'm hurt because I feel like they don't love me. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. I'm upset with the boys, but I'm really hurt. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Deep breath in. And again, I didn't check and see how strong my emotions were. So, you know, 0 to 10 before I start. How hurt do I feel? I'm at an 8. Okay, great. Where do I feel it? I'm feeling it in my chest. And sometimes you're so upset you can't tell, which is perfectly fine. But then when you do the round of tapping, then say, okay, is it still at an 8? Is it higher? Is it lower? A few rounds of tapping, and hopefully the number will go down and it will be helpful. Hopefully you guys will use this and benefit from this. Love and light. Take care. God bless.